'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. I bet you know that story, huh? But do you know the story behind the story? Come on, let's take a trip. It's funny how people think that history is boring. But do we even know what's going on inside these pages? It's still being written, and it's packed with wild stories and unexpected twists.
I'm here to tell you the stories behind the history. It's complicated, messy, and oftentimes bizarre and strange.
You are about to learn that this is not your average history lesson. I'm Christine Darrow, but you can call me
"'Twas the Night Before Christmas" is often regarded as a holiday classic depicting a magical visit from Santa Claus on Christmas Eve. It was written by American poet and scholar Dr. Clement Clarke Moore, who took inspiration from one particular location in northern New York. Welcome to Constable Hall. This is the home that inspired "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" and the way the world celebrates the holidays. While walking through this majestic mansion, it isn't hard to let your imagination run wild. Sitting on 22 acres of land in Lewis County, New York, the mansion was constructed on a portion of the 3.6 million acres of land from Macomb's purchase and was completed in 1819. The hall was built by William Constable Jr. William died from complications due to injuries he had sustained during construction, leaving Mary Eliza McVicker Constable a widow with 5 children.
She could have probably said to her father, look, I'm a widow now with 5 young children. I'm going to move back to New York. But she didn't. She stayed here. I like to think it's because she knew how much this house meant to her husband. So she decided to stay here and raise her children. But during that time, Clement Moore, he knew that she was going to need support. So he came up here for those next couple of years over Christmas to give comfort to her and the family.
But it was Constable Hall that inspired the story.
For instance, about he tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. That never made sense to me as a child because it should be second, right? With a regular window, it should be sash and then shutters. But not in this house. In this house, there's 32 sets of interior shutters. Want to know how I know? I get to open and close them all the time.
One could easily picture the 5 constable children hanging their stockings by the chimney with care. During his visits to the hall, Moore was often fond of the constable's Dutch caretaker, Peter, who was plump and jolly.
That description has inspired so many artists and painters and even cartoonists over the world. Artists everywhere have used their own flair on Santa Claus. So even though you picture Santa in a big red suit with a fluffy white beard, there's artwork that's varied from all different countries. All different countries put their own spin on Santa, but it is still the Santa that he described.
The poem would float around the Constable family until it was sent to a local newspaper in Troy, where it would go on to receive tons of recognition. But while it garnered positive attention, the poem's publication left Dr. Moore unhappy.
He didn't feel like he was putting his best foot forward. He didn't consider that a serious piece of literature. But right away, he discovered that people loved the poem. So I think he realized that he had written something bigger than himself. It did take him by surprise. To what ended up being the most widely read piece of literature in the world. If you know the Constable family is still here, and family means a lot to them, and that's really a theme throughout the ages of Constable Hall and the Constable family.
Even after 200 years, the theme lives on through the 7 generations of constables.